Savannah Chrisley's final day as a guest host on The View didn't end quietly. In fact, it ended with a confession that caught the panel off guard and sparked a fierce online debate. While some applauded her for being real, others were less than thrilled to see her at the table. But there's one thing we can all agree on. When Savannah Chrisley speaks, people listen. It all started with a simple yet impactful moment. As Savannah neared the end of her 4-day hosting stint, she paused to express gratitude for the opportunity to sit at The View's table. What seemed like a polite thank you quickly turned into something more. Her words, "believe totally differently, but have conversations that are hard and respectful." But what Savannah didn't say out loud was just as revealing as what she did. Her last day was full of unexpected moments, lighthearted jokes, and candid exchanges that hinted at something deeper. And when you mix honesty, political tension, and public perception, sparks are bound to fly. Savannah Chrisley's appearance on The View was always going to be controversial. The 28-year-old reality star, the daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley, is no stranger to the spotlight or to strong opinion. Her family's reality show, Chrisley Knows Best, made them famous. But the legal battles and criminal convictions soon put them at the center of public controversy. Savannah didn't shy away from that spotlight. She became a vocal supporter of President Trump after her parents received a pardon. And now here she was sitting at one of the most opinionated tables on daytime TV, surrounded by women who often hold very different views. From the beginning, it was clear this would be more than a typical guest host appearance. Savannah entered with the intention to show that even with disagreements, respectful conversations are possible. But was it that simple? The moment Savannah opened up on her final day, it wasn't just her usual polite persona. "I just want to thank you all for giving me a voice," she said, acknowledging the rarity of her opportunity to engage with those who disagree with her. And then came the line that hit differently. "Believe totally differently, but have conversations that are hard and respectful." It was a subtle dig, not at the panel, but at the wider culture of divisiveness. In a time where the political climate is more fractured than ever, her words served as a reminder of something important. It's possible to disagree, but still respect each other. Yet, the underlying tension simmered just beneath the surface. She continued, casually quipping, "And you haven't gotten fired from this job," referencing Joy Behar's long tenure with the show. The laughter was lighthearted, but it also highlighted the unique dynamic Savannah was stepping into. And when the cameras weren't rolling, the moment behind the scenes became almost as captivating as the on-camera moments. But the most revealing part of the day wasn't what was said in the scripted exchanges. It was the unguarded moments. Savannah admitted to the panel with a laugh that she had told her father, Todd Chrisley, that Joy Behar was her favorite. The joke was lighthearted, but it also exposed a softer side of Savannah. A side that many don't see, the reality star with a sense of humor, humanizing herself beyond the political and family drama. And yet, despite the laughter, there was still the underlying tension. Savannah's presence on The View had been controversial from the start. Some viewers took to social media to express their disappointment, even claiming the network caved to pressure to bring her on. But not all reactions were negative. One viewer praised the panel for having strong women come together with different opinions. Another said, "Best wishes to you, Savannah. I'm not a fan of your views, but I respect your right to have your opinion." For every critic, there was a defender. And this divide was exactly what made her time on The View so compelling. What we're really seeing here is the power of media perception. Savannah Chrisley, despite her fame, is constantly trying to redefine herself. She's moving from reality star to political voice, a transition that's far from easy. Her appearance on The View highlighted the divide in how she's seen. To some, she's the voice of a younger, conservative generation. To others, she's a symbol of privilege and political dissonance. This episode wasn't just about political debate. It was about identity, respect, and how we engage with people we don't agree with. Savannah, in her closing moments, made it clear she understood the power of this platform. She didn't try to make everyone like her. She didn't shrink. Instead, she acknowledged her differences and showed how much more could be achieved if we had more open, honest conversations. But that message wasn't embraced by everyone. Here's the twist. Savannah's time on The View wasn't just about what she said. It was about what viewers decided to take from it. For some, it was a welcome opportunity to see a new perspective. For others, it was an interruption to the tone of the show. And when she made that comment about Trump's defense, the divide became even clearer. In today's media world, a single sentence can alter the course of a debate. Savannah's presence, her perspective, her voice, they all contributed to a larger conversation. But whether or not she can carry that conversation forward into something more meaningful is still uncertain. It's a high-risk game when you choose to defend your values in such a public way. Savannah Chrisley's 4-day stint on The View wasn't just a guest host spot. It was a moment of truth for a woman trying to carve her place in a divided media landscape. The public's reaction to her presence on the show proves how deeply polarized we are, and it's a reminder of just how much media can shape public identity. In the end, Savannah left the show with a simple yet powerful message. We can disagree, but we don't have to disrespect. And maybe that's the most important takeaway from her time on The View. When strong opinions collide on national television, what does it take to bridge the gap? Is it about finding common ground? Or is the real conversation about finding the courage to sit at the table?